Hello, powerless tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Shining Force CD, Book 2, Battle 14, with me, BlueAnkylo. In between episodes, as I said, I redid the last episode, and did not get the power ring, sadly. I don't know why. It looked like it's something that should have dropped, and it was certainly on the Shrine's guide for this game that it would drop. Maybe it dropped on the Gaiden version on the Game Gear, but it definitely did not drop for me, and I tried it a couple different times with different characters, so definitely had inventory space. Like, I didn't kill with Luke, so who knows. But yeah, everyone's kind of like level 15 or so. Luke's a little bit higher level because healing experience is a little bit better than combat XP at this point. He is able to get 6 casts of heal 1 and 3 medical herbs, so he basically gets 1 level up per battle, nearly, and if you attack something, that'll get him over 100 XP per fight, or per chapter, per battle, whatever. And everyone else, I think honestly the level 14, 15 level ups that you missed were all very minor. Like, it's like attack 1, HP 1, attack 1, HP 1, maybe a MP 2 and nothing else, nothing real special. Randolph, the only exception is Randolph got a couple level ups. I think keeping in mind that an enemy that gives you 48 experience at level 15 will give you up to 48 experience all the way up to promoted level 5. So it is like a -10 in terms of experience progression. So Randolph is the lowest level, sort of, in terms of experience gain, basically. But his level ups were quite good. So he got, I think, +2 for attack defense both times. So he's off to a good start, but that's pretty classic for promotions. You often get good stats early on, for most units anyway. So, with that said, I bought him a Chrome Lance because, he can use it. And I didn't buy much else, honestly. I bought a power stick for Natasha because she had a rod, but it's not going to make any big difference for her. So, yeah. Alright. Sold some junk and we'll move on. Still no promotions, obviously. I want to go a little bit further before we get to our promotion party. I would like to do the promotion party with my entire force, all at level 20, to be the most epic. So, we're going to stick to my plans. Oh yeah, there's also some plot going on. We're sneaking into a fort via, whatever this guy's name is, Rhodes' secret entrance. The front of the fort is very strong, yet from above it's weak. If we attack from above, we can't lose. This is the secret that Yom murdered an entire village to prevent. Don't let anyone know that you can just climb a mountain and bring a rope and invade the castle from above. In a world with birdmen and Pegasus Knights. Interesting, huh? Anyway, quiet, someone's coming. And centaurs that can walk up mountains of vines. Just between us, I think King Warder is inhumanely cruel. Yeah, I'm not a human either. I'm actually a monster. But he's really inhumane. Conquering countries just to make human sacrifices of their royalty to Yom. Oh, I heard that it makes Warder close to Yom. Haha, I heard that the Prince of Cyprus is next to become the king's victim. Whatever. What? How dare you? Hey, who's there? You gave away your ambush. The Cyprus army? Quick, sound the alarm! Good job, Natasha, giving away our position. Or Sarah, or whoever it was. So, okay, new map. We got ourselves the castle map. We're attacking from the top right, which is way different than normal. We climbed down this rope, so maybe there's an interesting information. No, pretty straightforward looking map. It'd be really cool if the gargoyles came alive and attacked us. In my Fire Emblem game, I mean Fire Force game, I might have some background gargoyles that just look like background, and then when you walk by them, they turn alive into real gargoyles and attack you. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be pretty clever. You could do that with a few things. Gargoyles are the obvious choice, but, just other things you could probably do like that. Anyway, any new enemies by the looks of it? I think it's kind of the same as the last map in terms of, well, the same map or something we saw with Deanna's team. We saw bull riders before in the map where 2 of my units died because the bull riders are really strong. We fought a sorcerer once before. Considering we fought enemies that have Blaze 3, Freeze 2 is not that scary. So anyway, looks like a relatively straightforward map. Let's just get to work. As seems to be the course for Chapter 3, we have a very small unit, so we've got to be a little bit more careful than sometimes. You know, we're at that point in the game where we're unpromoted, we're missing out on some better weapons, and we're also at half strength, so, you know. Oh, I haven't really talked about Randolph much. Not Randolph. Randolph's okay, I guess. But Road, he's new. There you go. He's a gladiator, so it's kind of like, what's his name? You know, the guy with the pot head from the beginning. Jaha, not the other warrior gladiator. Anyway, these guys are, you know, really poor movement, poor agility, maybe good attack defense, but it's no guarantee. We'll see how he does. Bad movement and bad attack range is generally enough for me to not like warriors and gladiators very much, so we'll see. So which direction should I go here? We could go south and then wrap around, or we could go west and wrap around. Or we could try to split our force, which sounds like a terrible idea. I think I'm going to go south. South is kind of the wider stairwell. Yeah, I'd rather, like, we could try, if you're really scared, I think you could kill these guys and then make a choke point here and theoretically lure up more of these enemies. But that sounds lame, so let's just go south. It's a good argument. It's a good Ankylo argument. That sounds too easy, so let's make it more difficult. And yeah, we will have to slow down a little bit because our knights, our centaurs, are going to outpace our slow dwarves pretty quick here. I wouldn't mind luring that pixie over, or luring this lizard man up. That was a convenient attack range there. So it looks like this map, there's not a lot of terrain bonuses. 15% on the top of the castle, so don't expect a lot of damage mitigation. Not like grass, which gives you 30% defense. Alright, that's getting a little bit out of line. So Road is so far back, he's useless. Good, good. Let's see, what do we want to focus on? 22 defense, 33 attack, 22 defense, 30 attack. I guess we try to kill the lizard man first. Could use like a critical or a double attack here, because I don't know if we're going to be able to do enough damage. I'm going to burn some MP, because I'm really worried that Dawn is going to die if I can't kill all these guys, or at least one of them, quickly. Like, their lizard men are already getting turns. I could pull her back to safety, but we really need to kill these guys before they overwhelm us. There we go. Good job, Dawn. That was exactly enough damage. See, the Freeze 2 worked. If it wasn't for the Freeze 2, we would not have had enough damage. Alright, now I just need to heal her up, which we can do. We could have done pretty much no matter where I put her, no big deal. Oh, also, this guy, don't forget, this guy has Blaze 2, so grouping up could cause some problems. In a world with limited amounts of healing, anyway, and no aura. Now, Randolph is pretty strong. Right, so he used to have a Power Spear equipped, but I bought him a Chrome Lance. Sure glad I did that. Thinking I would attack at range 2, because that's what I used to do. Sorry guys, that's a little bit of a facepalm there for anyone watching at home. Definitely not the first time I've done that with my paladins with 2 different weapons. You get used to that Power Spear. I'm thinking the rest of the team can surely kill one Arc Knight. I wonder if I could lure... It could be pretty awesome I could lure the Sorceress over. Sorcerer. We'll see if that's possible. Alright, this guy's got 22. Let's preserve a little bit of our MP. Natasha has a pretty good MP pool right now, but she kind of needs a better spell, honestly. She needs something to deal a little more punch to her attack. Alright, Dawn only has the Power Spear. Level 16, HP 1, attack 1, defense 1. There are certainly going to be people that are wondering, Blue, why do you bother with all of these level 10 to 20 unpromoted level ups that give you terrible stats? But guys, this is how I play Fire. This is how I play Shining Force and Fire Emblem. You always maximize your stats, even if it's stupid. I don't know how much difference it makes. We talk about it in the comments. Every now and then someone gets a bit salty, and I try to explain my position. You do end up stronger endgame stats. You don't lose those +1s and +2s when you promote. So, and you generally catch up to the same endgame level anyway, because if you get to level 20 and then promote, you will be getting a ton of experience, because now you're getting experience as if you were level 1 or level 11 rather than level 20. So suddenly you're getting, promoted level 1, you're gaining level ups really quickly. So in the end, you catch up in levels very quickly, just the way the balance works in this game. In my game, what would I do? Would I do that? So you took the bait, for better or worse. That was, we lured him over. No, I would do things a little differently on mine, I think. The promotion mechanics are tricky. I'd kind of be tempted to do it the way Shining Force 1 did it, where when you first promote, you lose a little bit of stats, so you might want to stay unpromoted a little bit longer to get a little bit higher. And then after you've been promoted, you start catching up really quickly. Like it's a new tier of power, but it takes some time to get used to. Maybe. That might not be very good for balance, but I kind of like the spirit of that. Alright, that's not going to work. I was thinking that if the sorcerer would hold still, then Graham could kill him from range easily, but it's not going to be the way it works. I still think it was a decent idea. Alright, we got Road. I do have to be careful here, because that Bow Knight is going to be kind of scary. For my healers and mages, primarily, my low defense units. Wonder what the best promotion system is. Like in Shining Force 3 or most Fire Emblem games, when you promote, you actually gain stats, but your growths in Fire Emblem don't change generally. Let's send Randolph up here. He's got that melee lance, so wouldn't mind adding like weapon skill ranks. Like Shining Force 3 had that as well. As you, one of the other ways to power up your characters besides simply experience was also practice with the same weapon or the same spell element, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, look at that, sneaking in here to attack Natasha. It's all right. She can take 1 hit, take 2 hits even. That gives you another way to improve your strength over time. I like having multiple avenues for empowering yourself. This will probably kill the Lizard Man, actually. 11 or 12 damage normally, but if you're weak to ice, even more. And I suppose when I say, like, empowering, in Fire Emblem, for example, raising your weapon rank usually didn't give you much. Like, some of them, depends on which game we're talking about, but most of the time it didn't give you any additional damage or hit rate. Generally not. But in Shining Force 3, you definitely got damage bonuses every time you got a rank up in your weapon skill. And I would like to have weapon skills have kind of an immediate effect, Welcome to weapon rank A. Now you do more damage, or you have higher crit chance, or something, whatever. It has to be something. You can't just... I mean, being able to equip new weapons is nice and all. You could tie that to, rather than tying the new weapons to your promotion, you could tie them to your weapon rank. That might balance, like, the Robin's Arrow type problem a little bit better. You could be unpromoted, stay unpromoted longer should you desire, and you'd still continue to gain weapon rank, so you'd still be able to use new weapons, assuming you you know, continue that. Maybe. It's tricky. When you're talking about balance for these kinds of games, it definitely gets complicated. Laser bow. The good old laser crossbow. Alright, well, he survived. Good job, Graham. You can even kill this guy off now. It's too bad. We almost killed the bull rider before he could get an extra attack in there. But nobody died, so nobody died. That's the best sentence in the world, right? Nobody died, so nobody died. It's really eloquent there, Blue. I'm also kind of surprised the healer here didn't go up to heal the boss, or the sorcerer anyway. I'm sure programming good strategy AI is not an easy idea, an easy task. A lot of times I've heard if you make the AI too smart, players just get really angry because the AI is... If the AI plays the way a human does, then it's a lot harder for the human to keep your characters alive. Which is mostly punishing if you're playing, like, permadeath, like Fire Emblem style. Or XCOM style. But, like, if the enemy always goes for the kill, like, you know, players tend to. If it's permadeath, it's not really fair, because enemies just... There's infinite supply of them. Your units, not so much. So you see there, like, a Randolph level up, got +3 defense, I think. That's a promoted kind of stat level up. It's good for him. I'm sure Road would get something similar here. That's one of the better arguments for not waiting to level 20 to promote, but promoting a little bit earlier, is you do get your good stat gains earlier rather than waiting an extra couple battles. But I mean, that is the standard thing, you know. Promote early makes the mid-game a little bit easier, but the late game a little bit harder. Promote late makes the mid-game harder, but the late game a little bit easier. It's just kind of a trade-off all in all. But, I mean, I definitely prefer getting people to level 20 when I can, so I will. Unless I can't, but I will try. There was also, like, Shining Force 3, once you got to unpromoted, when was it? Like, level 15 or so? You basically stopped getting any stats at all when you leveled up, so, like, that was really, like... Grinding to 20 unpromoted was almost completely pointless, because you really didn't get anything out of it. It's like one stat point per level up of HP, defense, or agility. Like, just only one of them, not +1 to all of them. And that became old pretty quick. Diminishing returns or something like that. There's definitely some tricky design when trying to orient, like, your growth curves for your units. Like, I'm sure it's fine to have some units that get strong earlier in the game and then sort of peter out later on, or let other... This is actually really lucky that the fact that this flying unit stood on the staircase there to block some of the attacks from up north is actually pretty good for Dawn here. The Bull Rider can attack, but the Silver Knight cannot. Whoa, the crit is less lucky, though. But yeah, I just, you know, I'm talking about balance as if it's some easy thing you can just solve. Clearly there's more to it than just theorizing in your head, but... Then you look at certain Fire Emblem or Shining Force games and you wonder if the people who did develop even thought about balance. Like, did they even think of it themselves? Because some things... Oh, this is unfortunate. Well, that's definitely not what I wanted to have happen. Alright, so they got the boost off. It's a lot of extra defense to chew through. Are we in a bad situation right now? Dawn just took a crit. Her HP is pretty low. Should I go for this guy? Or try to finish... Like, I wonder if the battle ends if we kill the Sorcerer. But the Sorcerer has, like, freeze too, which is bad enough. Wow. The Evil Pixie has had 2 attacks before Dawn has had a turn. The amazing turn orders. Wow! 2 enemies both got 2 attacks before Dawn got her next attack in her next turn. Sometimes turn order gets you killed. Okay, I take very little responsibility. That was a crit and 2 bad turn orders. That's why she died. That kind of stuff is very hard to prevent. See, guys, I tell you, it's not my fault. Wow, this is all happening before... I mean, I don't have many units, so I don't have a lot of options here to block the path up. But I was hoping that someone besides Natasha would get a turn. Definitely need that who's next list on the side of the map. Would make this game a lot different. Alright, well, Natasha's in a terrible position. The only good thing is the Pixie cannot... It can't blaze 2 again. And Randolph will probably kill the sorcerer. Yeah. Might end the map. 2 HP, 2 attack, 2 defense, 1 quick. Yep. Well, we win. Lord Solo, the enemy has... everyone suicide pills. Or, well, suicide bombs, really, I guess. Solo, the fort leader, find him! Well... we almost killed the boss before Dawn got taken down. Partially because she got critical, partially because the turn order was terrible. Unfortunate. We'll have to egress out to heal her up, to revive her. Where are we? I can't see a thing. Where's Solo? And how do we get out? Are we having problems? Who are you? You've got to be Solo, right? Not just another guard. Show yourself, coward. Solo? Haha. We can handle you ourselves. If you insist on seeing Solo, you must defeat us first. With the aid of Solo's powers, this is where you'll die. Solo's powers? Haha, he knows how to shoot first. You're doomed! I mean, we can see you, but you can't see us. The fort is protected by the power of... we turn the lights off. Look, I'm gonna have to hire a writer if I'm gonna make a fire force that's good. Need something better than this writing. Anyway, there's nobody here. There's just nobody here. Look at this. It's all empty. We'll look around next episode, but for now, let's get out of here. I'm not doing this one. We only have 6 characters total. I'm not playing this map with 5. That's just ridiculous. Poor Dawn. Took a bad death there. Alright, and... anything else we need to do? I guess that's pretty much it. I guess I could buy some more medical herbs for our healer again, but still no new weapons. I'm not promoting anyone right now. I could buy better healing, I suppose, but... wow, that's it. That's all we needed. Alright, well, a little bit shorter episode. The maps, like, you know, I'm sure I've said a couple times at this point, you know, remember, of course, that these maps were designed for the Game Gear. Not only were there memory limitations on the game cartridge, like, you know, there wasn't necessarily as much available space for large maps and lots of enemies, but they were designed to be played on a short sitting. Like, most handheld games are not meant for you to sit there and grind through a 5-hour-long battle. At least they weren't back in these days, so... Most Game Gear, Game Boy games were set with kind of a, you know, come in, play a bit, then put it away. Got to be able to save it and go away after a while. It's not like Shining Force 1 and 2 for a home console. It's a little bit more expectation that you can play for an hour, whereas these ones are more better make sure you're done in 20 minutes kind of thing. Anyway, that's all for now, so thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. I'm still enjoying it. Like, as much as I'm critiquing the game a little bit, like, if you're ever watching along and you're like, man, Blue is so negative, like, I really don't mean to be. I try to, you know, I try to mention things I like about the game, and sometimes there's things that I don't like, but I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't enjoy it. So you should always think that, like, my baseline when I'm talking about the game is that I do enjoy it because I am playing it and I am recording it. And if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing those. So then if I'm saying something a little bit negative, it's more like, man, I wish this good game would be a little better. If they had just changed a couple things, I would enjoy it more than I am already enjoying it. Right? That's fair? Anyway, not to rant, but, you know, I get those comments. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you for, I guess not actually solo, but a dark cave battle. Super spooky. too spooky for me, guys. See you there.